on the floor in your downward dog position, or as good as you can, okay? So feet on the floor, hands shoulder width, push back, okay? If you're really tight, you can bend the knees a little bit, okay? Just go to where you can. You're just gonna stay here for about, well, 30 seconds or thereabouts to start, okay? So think about pushing your chest back, okay? Heels down towards the floor. Don't force it though, especially if it's early morning, if you're a bit stiff. Okay, from here, start little walks on the spot. Okay, so you push one heel into the floor and flex the other foot. Okay, or you bend one knee, whatever's easiest to kind of think about. So you're pushing that foot back, change onto the other one. So breathe out as you push that foot back, or as you push your heel into the floor. Okay, knees down towards the mat. Alright, tummy tight, up into your cat stretch. Alright, so arching up through the middle of the back. And relax it down. Chest up, head up for this one. Okay, and then alternating between the two. Okay, so curl it up, stomach tight. And relax it down, lift the chest. So you can do about a minute of these. Curl up, relax it down. Try and loosen the back up. Okay, let's get one more. Alright, so tuck your feet back onto the floor. We're going back to the first one. So push those heels down into the floor, or towards the floor as best you can. Hold it there. If you need to, pop a little bend in your knees and really push back with the shoulders. Okay, you're going to add that little walk in now. Okay, so you twist with the hips slightly. Push those heels down. So keep pushing your body weight backwards, and you should feel that big stretch. Okay, bring it down. Cat stretch. Okay, curl it up. And then relax out of it. Okay, so as you curl up, try and pull these tummy muscles tight. Now relax it down. Remember, as you lift up, tuck your chin under. So you can even get a nice little stretch on the back of your neck there as well. We'll get two more here. Okay, last one. All right. Okay, so going into one leg behind, extend it up, opposite arm forwards. Hold it, stretch it, tummy muscles tight. Make sure you are doing opposites. So really reach those fingers out, just holding it on this side. Okay, bring it down. Change sides, find your balance. Okay, keep a little bit of tightness through your stomach, big stretch out. Okay, one more time on the other side. Stretch it out. So whichever leg you've got behind, if you can engage your glutes on that side, helps. So you bum on this side, try and tense there. Okay. Relax. Alright, so sitting back into little child's pose, as they say. Okay, so stretch the arms out, sit back onto your heels. Okay, from here, reach forwards just a little bit with your left hand. So your left hand's a little further ahead of the right one. So you should feel more of a stretch by your shoulder, back of the shoulder. It's actually your lats that you're stretching. Big back muscles. Okay, switch hands, so the opposite one comes in front. Just kind of sliding that hand forwards on the mat there. Okay, one more time. Other hand. And change. Okay, sitting up. You can either cross your legs or you can kind of go butterfly legs. Okay, what you're going to do is twist round. So we're going to put one hand opposite knee, the other hand goes behind you. You're going to rotate towards, so whichever hand you've got on the knee, that's the side you're twisting towards. Okay, change sides, so opposite hand on the other knee. Reach round. Okay, change one more time. So big twist round. Other side. Okay, stretch up. You're going to breathe out and reach forwards, okay? So as far forwards as you can. You're going to do this 3 times. Okay, so reach forwards. Hold it there. You should really feel that around the hips now. Okay, you're going to do about a 5-second hold. And then sit yourself back up. Big stretch up. Think about folding forwards from your hips. So we go from here. Take it forwards. So as big of a stretch as you can. Okay, reach those fingers ahead of you on the mat. Okay, bring yourself up. One more. Stretch up tall. Breathe out, reach forwards. Hold it there. 5 seconds. Okay, turning over. Well, you're going to be lying face down. Cobras. Alright, so we're going to go forearms on the floor. Can you see me here? Okay. Point your toes down into the floor. Okay, from here you're going to lift up and control it down. Okay, so lift the chest up, squeeze your bum as you lift up. Just go to where you can and take it down. Okay, we're doing 10 of these. Alright, so lift it up.
The timer is not running.
Oh, okay. There's my Siri coming on there. Okay, back down. So keep squeezing as you come up. Engage those glutes. Lift it up through the chest. So keep it nice and steady, okay? You want to make sure that you're lifting up slowly and you're not just kind of jerking your upper body up off the floor. That's it, excellent. And one more. Okay. Going back into that downward dog with a little step over now. Okay, so we're going to go from here, lift and tap into the centre, push your hips back, lift, tap over. So there's just a little cross at the back. Okay, with that foot, you don't have to lift particularly high. Okay, keep the hips lifted, so just lift it up and tap over. So it helps you to stretch out the hip, the front of the hip here. Okay, here we go. So alternating between the two. So you just literally step one foot up, take it across the other leg and to the floor. Lift up, cross over. How's that for you? I think of this like a downward dog dance. I was thinking before of a name for it. That's the best I've got for you. So one more each side. Okay, and bring it back down. You're going into a scorpion next. Okay, so we're going to take the arms out wide, bend the knee, take the foot up and over onto the other side. Okay, back into the centre, and then we change side. So lift it up, take it over. Okay, bring it back in, bend the other foot, up, over. So not worrying about how high the foot comes up, okay, but you want to get a nice big lift so you open up the hip at the front. So keep going, keep alternating sides. So you can lift your chest off the floor a little bit with this one. You don't have to feel that you're crushing yourself into the floor. Okay, next one, you're going to hold it here. So stay there. So reach that foot behind and hold it. So if you can get your foot to the floor, great. If not, just kind of leave it suspended in the floor or off the floor. Okay, but think about really reaching back, opening this hip up at the front. Okay, bring it in onto the other side. Hold it there. Okay. Relax it there. Coming up onto your knees now. Well, one knee in front. There. Okay. So one foot in front, other knee on the floor. Reach the arms up. Travel forwards. Hold it there. Hip flexors. Okay, so big stretch up. Try and really extend the arms. So think whichever leg you've got behind you, you want to engage your glute on this side. It opens up your hip more. So squeeze your bum basically on this side, the back leg. Okay, bring the hands down. So keep your feet where they are, right? Whichever foot is in the front, you're going to twist. And then back down to the floor and do 8 on each side. Okay, so stay in here, reach, and down. Okay, nice and controlled, the back knee is on the floor. Twist, and bring it in. Okay. Twist, bring it in. So you need to try and make sure that your foot at the front is flat on the floor. So this foot is flat. As best as you can. Okay, then I'm going to keep the feet where they are and rotate round the opposite way. Okay, so you've now got this arm on the inside of the leg. Okay, reach round, open the chest up, reach right back or as far back as you can with this top arm, and then back down. So then you can open up the chest, you stretch through the back, and obviously the hips. Let's try and look up to that top hand. You might find that helps you with your balance a little bit as well. Let's get one more. Okay, pushing back. Here we go. 10 little walks here, then we do the other leg. Okay, so twist the hips, push that foot into the floor, and keep working on those hamstrings and calves. Give them a good stretch. Okay, and then it's going to be opposite foot comes forwards. Okay, just hold it here just for a second. Bring yourself up, find the balance, stretch up tall, reach. Okay, bring the arms down. I'm going to go into these rotations now. So whichever foot you have in the front, you're going to go that way first. Okay, so you reach it round, look up at that hand, bring it back down. Okay, so same side. All right, twist it round and back down. Reach it up. And do another 3, and then we go on to the other arm. Big stretch through the hip. Okay, so I'm going to change arm now. So keep your feet where they are. You're going to go the opposite way to this front leg. So breathe out, reach. Take your time with it, find that balance. Okay, so you're then going to bring yourself up. Switch the leg over again. So you've got one foot in front, opposite knee on the floor. Hands are going to come together in front of your chest. Okay, just move yourself forward slightly so we're not kind of up here. Bring that body weight forwards a little bit. Just feel a little stretch there. And then you're going to rotate from here, leading with the shoulders into the centre, and then you're going to go the other way as well. That way. Okay, so take your time, reach it right back. So I'm going to lead with the elbow. Okay, centre it, other side. Should feel it working on this hip flexor. one more each way. I'm going to switch leg. Okay. Change the feet over. Okay. Bring yourself upright first, get your balance there. Okay, hands come together. You're just going to move forward slightly. Okay, hands up in line with the chest. I'm going to start that rotation off. Okay, so reach it round, centre, other side. So nice, big twist. You might feel a difference now from one side to the other. Different areas that might feel tighter on one leg than the other. So keep it going, let's get one more each side. All right, relax there. So cat stretch, curl up. We've got a 5-second hold here. Okay, so hands and knees, tummy tight, lift yourself up. Relax it out. We're just going to do 3 of them. Okay, so lift it up, tummy tight. Last one. Okay, turning over onto your back. Oh, this way. Okay, so you're going to cross one ankle over, pull the leg up towards you, glute stretch. Okay, so pull that leg up, so you reach through. It's like origami with your legs, this. So breathe out, see if you can just pull up a little bit closer in towards you. Okay, relax that leg, change size. So cross the ankle over, reach your hands through, pull it in. You can use this elbow to push the knee out if you want to, if you want to increase the stretch there. And you might find this is enough for you. And breathe out, pull that leg in. So we're thinking about working through the outer hip here. Okay, change side. Pull in. Okay, change legs. Last one. Okay, bring yourself back up into a seated position. You can grab a drink here if you want one before we move on. And then we're going to be down in this kind of 90-90 position. All right, so it's hard to see on a screen, I know. All right, so from kind of a kneeling, we'll go from there. One leg comes out, and the other one's out in front there. Okay, so we've got both knees flexed to 90 degrees and your feet are on the same side. Are we there? So find your balance just for a sec. You got it? Isn't that comfortable? Not really. No. Okay, hands in front. We're not going to be here for too long. We're going to do the rotations that we did on the last exercise. Reaching round here and then across. You're going to feel that differently, more around the top of the hip. Okay, so breathe out, take your time with it. You might just need to wiggle your feet around, maybe go a little further away with the legs, see what feels better for you. So you want to pay attention to where you feel tight in this stretch. It usually makes it really obvious if your hip is tighter in one particular spot. Okay, and change side. So legs come across onto the other way, knees bent, get your balance, make sure your hips are forwards. Okay, so set yourself up. Always feels a bit strange when you go onto the side with this. Okay, hands up, same thing. Take it round, little rotation each way. So if this one starts to feel tight for you, it could be something like your glute could be tight. It could also be your QL, which is a little, well, it's quite a big muscle on your back that joins your hip up to the bottom of your ribs. If that's kind of troubling you, let me know and I'll show you some stuff with a massage ball to get into that. Okay, bring the feet in front. Please, that one's over. Okay, feet hip width, drop the knees to one side. Okay, twist it over onto the other one. Okay, so as big of a twist, really, big of a rotation that you can get from the hip here. Internal rotation. So keep moving between the two. Let's get one more each side. And then we're going to go wide legs. Okay, so feet out to kind of a V shape, if you like here. Sitting up, twist, and reach for that foot, or as close to it as you can get. Okay, sit back up, twist, reach. And up. So twist, so you want a big rotation, reach forwards towards the foot or the ankle or your knee. So I think push your knees down into the mat as you do this stretch. Try and keep this leg fully extended. Okay, you're going to get one more each side and then you're going to hold it for 10 seconds. Okay, so when you've done one more each, breathe out, reach forwards, 10-second hold here. Okay, so just get to where you can. Nice deep breath. And relax onto the other side. Okay, bring it up, take it across. Okay, relax it. Okay, frog stretch. Alright, so this is going to be for your inner thigh, groin. Alright, some of you will be familiar with this. So there's a couple of different ways you can get into it. You can either go kind of from your hands and knees, and just literally step your knees out to the side and push your hips back through the center, reach out. That is going to be ultimately your kind of finishing position, or a little bit sometimes easier to get into. If you bring your feet together and push the knees out, you come into a child's pose kind of position, and then from there you bring the feet out, sit back. And as it starts to loosen up a little bit, you can then start to take the knees out a little bit wider. Okay, so ease into it. It's better to kind of ease into it than go too far to start with. Reach the arms in front. Okay, hold it there. So when I think about working inner thigh, groin, if you need to take a break, you come out of it, breathe out and sit back into it. Okay, you're doing 2 minutes here. I know. Yeah, 2. Okay, so think of something nice. Alright, you can take a break from it if you want to. Just bring yourself up. Otherwise, try and hold that nice deep breaths into it. Hold it there. It's the only one that we're holding today. It's an area that a few of you have mentioned. So here we are. Right, so hold it there. Try and relax into it. Okay, if it feels tight, try not to tense up. Alright, I know it sounds obvious, but it will make that stretch feel harder. If you need to, you just come up, spend a couple of seconds here, and then take yourself back down. Okay, nice deep breath. Remember to stretch to where you can. If it gets too much, come out. If it feels too easy, take it further back and just turn around. Okay, so deep breath. So breathe out, sit into it a little bit more. "20 seconds to go." Hold it, hold it. Okay, slowly out of it. Well done, guys. Okay, you're going to bring one leg out to the side. Push the hips back. These are only 5 seconds. Okay, so you've got one leg extended, the opposite leg is bent and tucked behind. 5 seconds. Bring yourself up. Switch legs. So foot comes out. We're on the opposite knee. Reach forwards and sit back. 5, 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself up. Change leg. Okay, so you straighten it out to the side. Sit back. Reach the arms out in front. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Change. Bring yourself up. Switch leg. Take it out. Breathe out. Sit back. Okay, one more time. Other leg. Take it out. The inside of that foot is on the floor. Push the hips back. Hold it. And last change. Hold it here, 5 seconds. Okay, relax. Grab a little drink if you want one there. I'm going to be lying onto your back now for the next few. Okay, so as if, don't know what I was going to say there. Okay, feet together, knees out. Kind of like a butterfly stretch lying down, right? If you can keep your lower back into the floor, all the better, or at least think about it. Okay, you think about pushing the knees out. You can even use your hands a little bit there. Just pop them on the inside of your thighs. Think about opening those inner thigh muscles up. Okay, so you need the soles of your feet together. Push, drop the knees out. Right, you're staying here, by the way, for 30 seconds. Okay, then you're going to do little rocks side to side with your knees. Okay, so you keep the feet together, just literally twisting We're lifting one knee up, one knee down, one knee up, one knee down. Okay, keep breathing through it, keep pushing the knees out to the side. It's a good way to stretch your inner thigh without kind of, sometimes when you sit up in that butterfly stretch, you feel a bit like you want to really push on the legs. It's a good way to just kind of let them open up. Okay, bring the feet up, heel taps, so knees bent, feet flat, reach round the side, tap that foot, centre, reach round the other side. Okay, you can go hands behind your head here, reach round, centre and change side. Okay, keep that stomach tight, stretch it round, so actually get a nice stretch through your lower back as you do this. So really reach for that foot. Let's get 2 more each side. Okay, then I'm going to relax it down. Bring one knee up, take it over one side. Hold it there. You might feel this through your back, you might feel it hip, you might feel it shoulder. So that opposite arm comes towards the floor on the other side. Okay, what we're going to do is this arm that's behind you, you're going to reach it, not got enough space, over your head. Okay, so you're going to do like little circles basically. So we've got the leg crossed over, one hand on the top of there, the hand that's on the floor is circling round behind you on the floor. So you stretch up, you see this one? Stretch it up behind your head and then bring it round, so slide it along the floor towards your hip and then you reach it back round towards the top of your head. Helps you to stretch your back out. Okay, so big circle round. Really reach up at the top. Okay, changing side. Alright, so we bend one knee. Use the opposite hand, pull it across. Okay, go to where you can with that knee on that side. Okay, take a couple of seconds here. And then this hand that's on the other side comes round towards the hip. And then you're going to reach it up behind your head. Stretch up there. Bring it round. So keep breathing through this. Big stretch. Keep that knee over the other side as far as you can towards the floor. Let's get one more. Okay, sitting up. What's next? Okay. Turning over, high plank, so press up position. Okay, feet a little bit wider than hip width. You're going to push back, come down. On the next one, you push back and reach. Come down and then reach the arm in front. Okay, so it's like one without any reaches. The next one, your hand goes to the opposite foot. Come down, and then as you come down, you reach the same arm forwards. Come down, okay? And then one without any reaching. And then we use the opposite arm. Reach for the foot, into the centre, reach out, okay? If that stretch is too much, leave it out. Okay, so keep the balance, big stretch. So the same hand that touches the foot as you come back down reaches out in front of you. Okay, so take your time, tummy tight in each position. One more on each side. Okay, so nice and steady. Okay, we're going to turn back over. You've got a little ab section here. Okay, so we've got two different types of crunches here. First one is standard, so hands by the head, engage, so squeezing these stomach muscles as you lift the shoulder blades, and then control it down. That's the first one. Okay, so we're going to, I'll do them one at a time. Okay, so sit up, tummy tight, control it back. Okay, so breathe out, lift, and pull in at the same time. You want to make sure as you do crunches, you don't crunch up and your stomach muscles kind of puff out. Okay, you have to think about pulling in. Flattening the back down. So push the lower back into the floor. Maybe 5 more here. So crunch it up, squeeze it in. After your 5th one, you're going to bring the feet up off the floor. Okay, and you're going to crunch, pull the knees in, and then extend and roll back. So crunch up, knees come in, extend, push out, crunch up, push out. Make sure that that back stays pushed into the floor. It's a good little stretch for your back. And then extend. So really steady with this. You want to spend about a second, maybe 2 here, in each position. So as you crunch up and your knees come up, hold it. Take it back, tummy tight, hold it. You get 1 more of each now. And then feet come down. Okay, arms behind the head. You're going to sit up and reach forwards towards the toes. Okay, and then roll it back. I'm just going to reposition my mat here in a minute. Okay, so sit up, reach through. Make sure as you come down, we're nice and steady on that lower back. So breathe out, lift, reach, get to where you can. Okay, and then really steady on the way back. Don't thud that back down. See if we can get a little bit further into that stretch forwards with each one. So breathe out, tummy tight. Reach, Just a little further, 5 more. Come on, you can do it. Push those knees into the floor as you do that stretch. This is the one where I always seem to travel halfway down with Matt when I do this. I'll be back in the chair in a minute. Okay. Stopping there. So, turning onto your side. Okay. You can prop yourself up on this arm, or you can have it, you know, behind you, flat. Remember, the choice is yours. Okay, double leg lifts. Okay, so working through the obliques, it also works the lower back. You can pop this front hand or the top arm in the front of you to start with. Okay, we're going to lift both legs together and then control it down. So stomach tight, lift up, control down. Try not to push using this hand. If it feels a bit uncomfortable on your hip, you might want to just maybe roll back a little bit so you're on more like the fleshy part, the muscly part of your glutes, rather than kind of pushing it, you know, that hip bone into the floor. So squeeze and lift. Try and keep the feet together. Okay, staying on this side, the hand is going to come on the top of this leg. Okay, as you lift, you're going to crunch and down. Okay, so same movement with the legs, but instead of having this hand in front there, okay, it's up here. You breathe out, reach down. So it's a small crunch up the side and down. So you just slide that hand down the leg towards the knee and back down. If that's too difficult, you go back to the first one and leave the crunch part out. Okay, take your time with it. Tummy tight, reach. Should really feel it working through your obliques. Muscles on the waist there. So breathe out, lift. Oops. Okay, let's change side. Good, good. So we go into the variation that we started with without the crunch up. Okay, so you can prop yourself up on the forearm, how feels best in this one. Okay, top hands in front if you want to, or on your hip. Okay, find your balance now on this side. So you're going to lift and control that. Okay, lift feet together, bring it down, keeping the tummy muscles tight. So as you lift, really think, still pull in. Okay, you still want to keep the stomach muscles engaged here. If you feel a big difference here from, you know, if this side feels a lot easier or a lot more difficult, you might find that muscles in your lower back might be a little bit tighter. So it's something to think about, doing some mobility work into your lower back if you find this one a bit restricted. Let's get 2 more. Okay, relax there. So underneath arm comes out, extends, top arm onto the leg. Ready for this? 3, 2, 1, crunch up, reach. So just slide, woo, fell off the back of my mat there. Okay, slide up the top leg. Right, you can do it. Breathe out, keep it controlled. Okay, relax. We're going to finish off standing up, okay? So up onto your feet. All right, lunge position, kind of. So it's not a lunge as in we're not really going to bend the back knee. Okay, there's just a little flexion in it. Okay, so front knee bends, back knee soft. Reach your arms up, hold it here. Okay, so big stretch up. Hold it there. Nice and simple. Okay, bring the arms down, squeeze your shoulder blades back and down there. Keep your chest open. Okay, then we're going to take the hands behind and pull back. Push your chest out into it. Hold that. We're doing 10 seconds of each kind of position here. Okay, change the leg. So step back, find your balance on this side. Reach it up. So remember, just soft knee on the back leg, stretch up tall. Tummy muscles tight. Okay, squeeze it back. So if you think here, as well as pulling back, think pull your shoulder blades down. Good one to do at the desk actually, if you find you're doing a lot of desk work. Obviously not with the leg position, but good one for the chest. Okay, hands back behind, pull back. Okay, relax there. And just do that one more time on each leg. Okay.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Opposite leg in front. Reach up. You might find now you can just sink down a little bit into your hips. Don't worry if that's still tight. Okay, bring the arms down, pull it back and down through the shoulders. Okay, clasp the hands together, pull back. And relax. Other side. Balance. Okay, reach up. Big stretch up, come on. Straighten those arms. Okay, bring the shoulders back and down. Clasp the hands. Squeeze it back. Okay, come out of that. So we're going to go. I had to think then for a sec. Okay, you're going to reach down, opposite hand towards your foot. It's only for a second, don't worry. So reach down, stand up, stretch up tall, and then down to the other side. Reach it up, take it down. So big stretch up at the top, bring it down. Keep it going. Should be feeling, hopefully, a little bit more limber than before. Work in progress, that's what they say. Stretch up, take it down. Let's get one more each side. Okay, forwards, reach down towards your toes. Okay, we're going to walk out into your walkout position. Did that make sense? Okay, walk your feet in towards your hands. So small steps, and then your feet go back out and your hands come back in. You stay here, so you're not going to stand up. All right, so you start off leaning forwards, the hands come out into into a press up position. Okay, the feet come in towards the hands as best as you can, don't worry about it. Okay, then you take the feet back out and then the hands come back in. Okay, so take your time. As you do those steps with the legs, try and keep the legs as straight as you can. Okay, you want a little bend at the knees, soft knees. Try and work through those hamstrings. Let's get one more, all the way through. Walkouts can sometimes be trickier if you've got longer limbs, so if you've got longer arms and legs. Okay, walk it in. When you finish this one, you can stand up. I'm going to finish off with a windmill. Okay, so we're going to turn one foot out, hand reaches down that leg, push the hips out, hold there. If you can, look up at that top arm there. What you can actually do from here is bring this arm behind the back, so this top arm comes down. You think about pulling that shoulder back, opens the chest up. If it's too much on your shoulder, don't worry about it. Okay, bring it up, change side. Okay, so turn the opposite foot, reach the arm up, push the hips out to the side. You can stay here if you want to. Do the version, it's the back of your hand that comes down towards the hip, and then you really think about opening up the shoulder here, or opening the chest up. Just helps to encourage that rotation from the upper body. Okay, relax it there. Bring yourself up. Take a breath. Stretch. And relax. Well done, everyone. Good effort. Good start to the day, isn't it? Thursday morning.